I hope you are all the process that you can go through to migrate your TBC wallet from your old wallet to your new wallet is quite simple, and I'm going to use 30 minutes to throw more light on it for you to understand. And in the comfort of your home, I know with this step-by-step procedure, you can migrate your TBC wallet on your own. So first of all, you need to be a registered member in the TBC community. You need to get TBC wallet, and then you need to get Kringle Cash wallet, and also pay your $10 wallet fee in your Kringle Cash back office. When your $10 wallet fee is showing paid, then you will have the option to migrate your account from the old wallet to the new wallet. So let me quickly share my screen for us to go through the process, step by step process. Okay, think this my Kringle Cash wallet. First of all, before you go through the process, you have to come down to your account and make sure that your account status is showing paid. Okay, mine here is showing paid. That means I can go ahead and then do my migration. Now, if your account is not showing paid, you will not have the migration button in your back office. This particular migration button, you will not have it if your account is not showing paid. So my account is showing paid, so I will go ahead and then click on the migration. Okay, so you will go through 10 questions. You go through 10 questions. So this is the first question that we will look at. This is the first question that we are going to look at, and the question is saying your world is rapidly changing and a window of opportunity has opened for humanity to move in the direction of abundance for all, while the status quo is quickly moving to exercising greater power and control over the masses through technology. This window of opportunity will be shut within the next couple of years if we let them close it. Collectively, children will inherit the world we leave behind. When enough of humanity embraces abundance as a lifestyle, together we can empower each other to enjoy it. We want people to understand our point and its purpose and missions before they make a purchase or pay any fee for it. Passing this test will demonstrate you do understand which are offering and agree to willingly participate within our community. The value of our coin is directly tied to our membership agreement and has nothing to do with a market, which is why our coin always appreciates in value as our membership grows. We know this is highly unusual within our world, as today we lead in the abundance movement with this coin. It has been designed to empower its user greatly. All is based on the idea that a living man or woman is actually worth more than their weight in gold. Life is more valuable than any pile of rock. Okay, so we have a link there that you can click to read more for help. So the first question is, what determines the value of the coin? So the value, as we read earlier, the value of the coin is not traded based on demand and supply. It appreciates based on the number of people registering into the billion coin community. So the first answer, it is based on the supply and demand of it as it is traded on the no. So the second answer is, as living men and women are more valuable than gold and they agree to add value to the value of their coin. So that is the purpose of our coin. We will click that and then we continue. The second one, because we are private community, we are entitled to self-regulation with a centralized coin network, and discounters of our coin will have their send button turned off by admin. Otherwise, abusive behavior within our community could also result in the same thing. If members' send button is turned off, they will be given a period of time to reform and then get their send button back on. We have seen that decentralized coins tend to close their values because of a small number of people discounting them will drive the price of the coin sharply and ultimately create loss for all users of this coin. A coin such as ours, which is based on the principle of abundance, requires responsible admin to regulate its use centrally. The best way to view our coin is as community property, and each member is a steward over their portion. This is implied within the membership agreement. So the question is, are you allowed to transact with our coin at any price of your choice? No, we are not allowed to transact in any price of our choice because we have our coin have value, and every transaction have to be done according to the value of the coin. So the first answer supplied is no, our coin is part of a private community and you have to conduct all transactions at the published current price only. So the second answer is saying yes, you purchase the coin. No, so this is the right answer we go for. Move on to question 3. The greatest risk to using our coin is what is called legislative risk. The concept of an abundance-based cryptocurrency is destructive to the current financial system created by the elite, the government, and lawmakers. May at any time deem TVC to be unlawful within any specific country. One can observe the reactions governments have concerning Bitcoin as an example of this legislative risk. It is impossible at any time that coins purchased could become worthless within countries that write laws against the use of against the use of these coins. No return or any kind can be expected if this happens to the coins you purchased. It is the responsibility of admin of TVC to keep track of all the laws in all countries all the time. Each is responsible for knowing the laws within the countries they reside and act accordingly. So this is saying that if there is any federal law in your country that says that cryptocurrency is unlawful, it is your responsibility to know the laws of your country, but it is not the duty of admin to know the laws of your country. So you have to bear any risk in buying TBC coin. So the first answer, yes, you can expect both admin of TBC and the member that sold you the coin to refund all the money to you. No, so no, it is buyer's responsibility to know the laws of their country. So that is what we just read. So we choose the right answer and then we'll continue to the fourth question. So the fourth question is, there is undeniable historical evidence that the current global financial system and its associated markets are all designed to be parasitical by its nature. It is completely rigged, make the rich richer and the poor poorer, ultimately feeding the elite greater wealth as they are the parasites positioned at the top of this elaborate scheme, propagating articles scarcity while brainwashing the masses constitutionally. References such as the establishment, the power that be, and the status quo are used to describe the current and natured system. Participation in a community and its private money that embraces the truth about the nature of abundance on earth can be seen as a form of protest. It is far better that a form of protest is not done in ignorance. To be a part of our community is to knowing protest the very system that spreads global poverty and the ultimate demise of mankind if it reach its final destination. So the question is it wise to challenge the powers that be by belonging to a private community that has chosen to go its own way towards the ideal abundance? Yes, the only hope humanity has come comes from spreading truth and righteousness in spite of the evil nature of the world at large. No, we should just go along with the current system and everything will. So this is the right answer for question 4. We move on to question 5. The mission of TVC is to end poverty globally. To succeed at this mission, the community must grow to 1 billion members, which is 10 raises the price of each TVC coin to 1 billion grains of gold each. The admin of TVC has created a distribution system that will in turn create about 1 million billionaires and 1 billion millionaires for a sustainable and robust economy at a cost of $110 by each participant during the distribution phase of TBC. All these wealthy TBC members will have more than enough resources to fully empty remainder of humanity and thus end poverty globally once and for all. Over time, this community will become more and more organized in its effort to achieve the grand mission. So is it really possible to ever end poverty for all on earth? No, only a foolish person will ever believe that ending poverty is possible. Yes, while the plan may seem to be too simple, clearly the sheer scope of the members involved in this plan to end poverty globally make it more possible. So it is possible the TBC community can end poverty globally. So it is more than possible. We go on to the sixth question. Mankind has always enthusiastically embraced the advances in technology. At one time, not too long ago, having a telephone in your car was only available to the richest among. Now, even some of the poorest people on earth carry a smartphone in their pocket. Advancements in all areas of technology have done virtually in the development curves. Now, change is coming as a result. Either those technology will liberate mankind to make any dream possible, or they will doom mankind towards an inescapable enslavement and never before seen for mankind. Knowledge of all things is practically available for all at our fingertips today. Our community seeks to empower even the smallest among us to rise and fulfill their respective purposes embedded within the day they were born. We are recreating our collective environment to allow each of us to flourish in abundance. The reviews question 5, then move on to question 6. So you can read this article to get more understanding on this particular subject. So the question says, can we do something about not starving to death as robots take over all of our jobs? No, the best we can hope for is that our government will take care of us all with some kind of a living wage, so we don't die due to the lack of job robots will bring. Yes, TBC is the correct answer because it is better that a money system is driven by the people instead of the airlines. So we choose the right answer, which is the second answer, and then we move on to question 7. Question 7 says, currently TBC is centralized and admin has the power to turn on and off the send button of each of the members. At first, admin launched TBC as a decentralized coin network due to members discounting the TBC coin. The abundance-based currency idea practically died in that environment. The coin network was rebuilt and centralized as a result to continue to spread the concept of an abundance-based currency. Admin remains unknown for the same reason the creator of Bitcoin remains unknown. Admin could walk away from a centralized system and easily remain unknown. TBC is still very much under development at this time, and admin is needed to keep the system going now. Once we once we close to be the end of distribution phase, admin will redesign the entire coin network to once again operate in a decentralized fashion. It is in the best interest of the participants within the TBC community to respect the privacy of admin and allow the TBC community to grow quickly. So the question is, isn't it vital to my success within the TBC community to personally know the identity of admin? No. So that is first, it is not vital, and admin must remain unknown to protect the vision of the coin. We move on to question 8. Each member of TBC is responsible to stay updated and educate on TBC by going to the blog and study its consent daily. The next question will require you to go to the blog, read a specific article in order to answer it correctly. So you go to this article and then you read the article. So it isn't greed a good motivator for those of us in TBC to build a life of true abundance? So if you read the article here, you can understand this question. So no, this answer is no. So we move on to question 9. The entire concept and ultimate success of TBC with its mission to end poverty globally cannot be achieved on the back of a relatively small number of TBC leaders. It should it shows self-evidence that a real challenge to the powers that be must be done by a mass majority of the population. The only way for humanity to to unshackle itself from the debt-based enslavement system of today and to avoid the high-tech enslavement matrix of tomorrow is by each finding their own voice to carry out their personal freedom from it. We each responsible for our respective freedoms. Leaders lead, but they cannot free you. You and only you can set your course towards freedom. Support leaders within the TVC community with everything you got. Learn to become a leader yourself. Start by finding your voice. We encourage all members of the TVC community to publish and promote TVC testimonials, YouTube, and to upload them to the website. All members should learn how to do live broadcasts and participate as much as possible on the 24/7 live broadcast schedule. This 24/7 live broadcast is a far better solution to answering the enquiries of TVC prospects and new members than a live chat feature sponsored and paid by the admin. So isn't my voice too small to make a difference in the overall success of TVC? No, we need you to find your voice to stand up for your freedom. Yes, only one person. How could you say matter at all? So this is the right answer. So we move on to the last question, which is the question 10. So TBC members are not allowed to be negative about TBC in public, such as making a negative Facebook post or comment on any social media. This is also a form of discounting discounting TBC currency. When a member is caught doing such things, other members will report it as abuse to admin and your send button will be turned off for a period of time. We are creating what at hyper speed for all of our members and we all not allow abuse. If you don't like our policies and terms of conditions for our private currency, aka our private, then please, it shouldn't matter if I choose to express a negative opinion in a public forum. I have a right to do so, correct? No? So incorrect, your negativity expressed openly in public, such as on Facebook, not only jeopardize your purchase of TBC coins and their value, but it brings harm to the entire community. And the best place to share your negative opinion is with a TBC leader privately so that it has the opportunity of becoming soft for you and all. So the second answer, correct. You can't always be you can't always be expected to withhold your desire to express negative opinions publicly about TBC, and you have no worries about the consequences. So this is the right answer. We click finish, and then the last part of this, you will go to the block the new blockchain system, which is TBC 009.net, to do a registration. Now, um, your registration have to your email of the old wallet have to tally or be the same as the new email you are using to register for the new account. So this is the email I'll be using to register for the new wallet. So we click on the link to do a new registration on the new wallet. Okay, so um, you have your name. My name is Mark Bray. My name is Mark Bray, and my email, and I choose a password. Oh, 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 oh. I think I did something wrong. Wait for the link to load again. Okay, it's back. So I think I have to input my password, and that have to be done correctly. So okay, so you have to put the same password again to confirm you have done the right thing. Okay, so you click the captcha. I'm not a robot. Wait for it to load. Oh, 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 oh. I think it's loading now. Wait for the captcha to finish loading. I think we have some problem there. So it will be best I refresh this page. It will be best I refresh this page again. I think um, it is refreshing. So Let's wait for it to reflect. Okay, finish. Put my name there again as migrate. Put the email there, and then uh, okay. And now put your password. Have to make sure your password is correct. So I'll put my password, and I'll confirm my password again and click on I'm not a robot. Okay. Um, think network is very slow. Wait for it to load, and then we can click the register button. Okay. Still have the same issue here again with a captcha. Uh, Still having issues. The captcha. Wow. So I'm refreshing the link one more time. Refreshing the link one more time. So put in your password. Oh, still having this problem. Oh, okay. Trying to load. Let's wait patiently for it to load. Press to continue and then hit start button. Taking. Okay, so um some problem there, but okay, let's go on and then work on that. Okay, it is done now. We hit, oh, I think something went wrong. I think we need to, okay, so let me use this account as an example. Okay, so this is my account, for example. If you want to, maybe you have registered, you have gone through what I was doing, and then you are able to register. You are going to copy this link. This is your wallet address. You are going to copy the whole of this one from this N to VM, from the ND to the V, to copy that, and then you continue with the registration that you are doing. The migration process, the final stage. More issues here. Whoa, it's loading now. Have to reload. Relogging. Okay. Yeah. Now click on the migration. Oh, oh. are here with a question.